Yo friends, Kenji's back again for some more drafting here on Magic Online. We got some more Brothers War for you, and we will jump right in as the format's been out for a little while now. We opened a pretty bad rare. That is the Stasis Coffin. Don't even bother reading the text, cause just know that it is not a good card here in Limited. So what are the good cards? The retro card's pretty good. Soul Guide Lantern, I think this just slots into any deck very nicely. There's a bunch of graveyard shenanigans in the format, so not only can this eat some random value from your opponent, but it just cycles by itself, so never a bad play. Spotter Thopter, one of the good prototype cards that you can play out as a 2/3 flyer with some scry, or later in the game, 4/5 flyer with scry. Yojin Dissident, very, very strong green-white, like the namesake green-white card for that deck. That deck really wants the scrap heap cohorts and whatnot. Then there's like a disfigure. I guess the safest pick here is probably Spotter Thopter because it just keeps you in one color and it's still a very good card, whereas the Dissident's 2 colors and the Lantern's just not good enough on its own for like a first pick. Second pick, we're getting a Kayla's Reconstruction. Wow, this pack is very bad. Power Stone Fracture, I guess, is okay. Recommission is fine. Sheesh. I do think Kayla's Reconstruction is a powerful card, but again, triple white cost means you do generally need to be playing a decent amount of white in your deck. I mean, you don't need to be playing like mono white by any means. You can play this in a 2-color deck for sure, just because normally you want to be casting this later in the game anyways, like turn 5 at the earliest, you know. It's kind of a build around. You need to have more of an aggressive deck than anything else, but I mean, what am I doing in this pack? I think Fracture, second picking might be the safest choice again. But yeah, these first 2 packs have not, and especially this one really, have not given us much. So I'll go with the Fracture, but I don't expect to be locked into that by any means. Third pick, yeah, wow, these packs are just kind of dry. I mean, Warlord's Elite is solid, and had I taken Kayla's Reconstruction, this would be a much, much more appealing card. Shootdown's okay, green removal. No black or blue here that I want to take, unfortunately. Could try to build the mono red deck and just take the Sardian Cliff Stomper here, third pick. That honestly might just be the highest upside play because of how bad these packs have been. Sure, why not? Take this and see what happens. And now probably take one of the white cards finally. All right, so there's another elite here. There's also an Airlift Chaplain. I think both of these cards are quite solid. Crusher's good too if you wanted to move into like a more green type strategy, but now I kind of regret not taking the Reconstruction and then the Elite because we would have had a pretty good white start. So slight punishment here. I think the Chaplain's a little bit better than Elite, but both are solid for 3 drops. And then another Chaplain. Okay. Frontliner's also not bad. It doesn't look great, but it does a lot of work in the more aggressive decks, especially if you just have a couple pieces of removal to back it up. It can add up lots of points of damage. But Chaplain is good. Huh. Now we're seeing Opportunist, which I think is one of the better green commons. Lauren's Escape. There's also a Wing Commando. Could take the Commando and go maybe for the blue-white deck. Now, the blue-white deck is supposed to be soldiers, but that would give me 4 blue-white flyers and nothing else, so that's not, like, bad. I kind of like that. Air Marshal here for the blue-white deck. Okay. Yeah, maybe this is going to work. I don't expect to wheel a lot of the white, but if any card, I guess the Recommission would be pretty nice, especially with the double Chaplain we've picked up. I mean, look at that. We're getting a Lauren now. Pretty late. Yeah. All right. This will work. Lauren's a good value card, for sure. Has some good synergy with, I guess, the Philagi Archaeologist. But this is not... I don't think this is a card that you want in the blue-white deck. It's not bad. It's just not amazing, although it is harder to get the good 2-drops, so I am going to take it here over Medic or Rebuff. Another Archaeologist? Probably not. Let's go with Dig Site this time, just in case. Keeper of the Cadence does find a home in some decks, but generally not as well. Discipline's an okay combat trick, although I do prefer Machine Over Matter for some tempo. Yeah, so somebody took the Reconstruction, somebody took the Double Warlords Elite, and somebody took the, what's it called, Recommission. I might not be seeing much white in pack 2. Kind of unfortunate that I didn't jump into it a little bit sooner, but I think in pack 3 again, we would probably see a bunch of white cards, so maybe this is still okay. I've never actually had Meticulous Excavation do anything. Rather, I've never tried to play it in a deck. It's really, really mana hungry, and there are a lot of ways to get value with it as we get a late flow of knowledge there. But generally, too slow. So, blue-white flyers here after pack 1. We're hoping to open, what, Urza or Harbin or... Well, I guess Urza's not even good in our deck. Yet, anyway. We don't have many artifacts. I think the biggest issue with blue-white is that it doesn't have good removal, right? Like, you would just kill for a disfigure type effect in this color pairing. Because a lot of times the creatures in this format, they still do stuff even if you, like, arrest them or whatever. Anyways, pack 2 is a go. We opened a Perilous Vault as our retro card. A solid enough card. I don't think we'll be taking it here. We did open a Urza's Command. That one's also fine, although this is on the lower end of power levels as far as the commands are concerned. In fact, I think only the white command might be worse than this one. Maybe the red. Green and black are insane bombs, but... the other 3 are usually pretty bad. Mystra's Research Desk, one of the best artifacts really in this format, if you're playing red especially. Bolt, great removal. Can't really afford to take any of those red cards right now. We'll just go with the command. It's good enough value, it's just never amazing, you know? How are we looking here for our second pick? Foundry Inspector, not really doing much for us. Curate's okay, but not great. There's a Mightstone's Animation here, which, again, we don't really have the artifacts for it, so the Lauren right now is still looking pretty bad, too. I think we'll go with the Stern Lesson. Good value. Gives us a Power Stone, so maybe some of the Artifact Matter cards later on will do some stuff, but... not what I want to be taking there, but what are you going to do? Okay, moving on to the next pick. Get past a Revoker. That's not doing much here. Let's see, for blue cards, since there's no really white cards. Curate, Scatter Ray, Koilos. Best card here is the Excavation Explosion. I almost wish I had taken one of the red cards in the previous pack. Like I said, I don't expect to see much white here. So I'm going to kind of hedge and take the Explosion. Maybe I can look to be like the red-blue spells deck. And Explosion is just so, so good. Okay, another really bad pack for us. What is this, Latinam Adept maybe? Talisman is okay, but really doesn't make too much sense here. Mask is very good, but we're not currently thinking about green in any capacity, I guess. Yeah, I guess we might just be taking the Latinam Adept as a safe blue card. That seems fine. It's either that or the Pristine, and I guess I'd rather take the creature for now. Oh, that's good. Metamorph here. So the prototype is a 4-mana 3/3 artifact clone, but you can clone an artifact or a creature. Not a bad pickup. A couple of Blast Runners for red. Onulet, I guess, could be okay if we end up still in blue-white. I like the Prospector too, but it's just kind of awkward in the white decks where you don't really have a lot of the heavy artifacts. Koilos Rock here. Yeah, stick with the blue-white flyers. It is not a bad plan. Lauren looking more and more like a cut, though. Maybe I'm just playing blue flyers. Because if I'm cutting Lauren, then the double Airlift Chaplain doesn't really do anything. Okay, well, I take that back. Scrapwork Cohort is amazing, and getting it here is not a bad signal for white. I think this is a card probably that still gets a little bit too much slept on. as I think it's really, really good. Oh, and we are actually getting a Warlord's Elite now. Okay, yeah, we'll stick with the white blue. Another Lantern. This one a little bit alternate art. Wouldn't mind running a Lauren's Escape as well. And then last few picks here look like they're going to be random filler cards. Although, no, maybe we get the Mightstone's animation here. Not a terrible wheel. Artifacts, we have the Rock. I guess this makes a Power Stone. Stern Lesson makes a Power Stone. I doubt we're going to be casting animation on any of those three, but no, that's not bad. Okay. I need more things to do at the low end of the curve, though. We need to get some more 2-drops for sure, because right now we only have 2. Yeah. That wasn't a bad sign, though. We did see a few more white cards, which I was not expecting given how many good white cards I passed in Pack 1. So this has a chance to redeem itself in Pack 3. Okay, last few pickups here. Could just rare draft, but I guess maybe there's a world where I play Desynchronize. And filler. Okay, Pack 3, give me the goodies. Some of the cards I've never opened in this format include Wormcoil, both Planeswalkers, and... Well, that is a very, very good card. It's not great in our deck, but it is okay. I definitely want to try to find some more Power Stone producers now. Portal's amazing. I mean, it is 9 mana, which is a big ask, but if you can get to 9 and cast it, it frequently just wins. I'm losing on a Combat Courier here, a Recommission. Yeah, let's try to portal some fools. Hey, pretty good second pick, honestly. Just a blue-white fixer, sure. Not really losing out on anything either. There's a Remorse here, I guess. I'm down for that. Still looking for earlier curve. Ooh, you know what? I wonder if we can run the Repair and Recharge too. Return and target artifact, enchantment, or planeswalker from your graveyard to the battlefield. So if we mill like the portal with the chaplains, that's fantastic. But we also have some larger artifacts that we can bring back. I'm going to try this. What the hell? Why not? There's a recommission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 targets right now. Yeah, want one of those. We can also like discard it to what? The Flow of Knowledge, the Stern Lesson. Curate can mill it. Archaeologist can mill it. This might look a little bit weird, but I think Scrapwork Mud is just one of the best 2-drops in any deck. Even if you don't have access to red, it just does so much work as a curve filler, plus either, you know, thinning out of a land in your hand or trying to find lands. Crazy, crazy how good that 2-drop is in this format. I don't know if this is a good deck, but it looks okay. Some filler cards for sure. Maybe the Flow of Knowledge doesn't make too much sense. I guess the Latnam's honestly not that good either. Coastal Bulwark with the Flying Plan is not maybe bad, although I guess I'll take the Deadly as a little bit of... Nah, that's fine, removal. Not a card I frequently play, but it's good enough. Oh, Mesmeric Orb? That's hilarious. I mean, I'm just supposed to take a 3rd Chaplain here, right? That's really, really sweet, though. Cool art. And another Stern Lesson, and another Spotter Thopter. Damn. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut the Latnam Adept now. Oh, I kind of want the Stern Lesson because we have the Portal. I think we're going to do that. I wouldn't quite call this a combo deck, but it kind of is now. Hoping to either mill or discard Portal and then repair it. It's kind of fun. Ooh, Combat Courier also wheeling is insane. You know what? This perennial behemoth also looks pretty funny with 2 stern lessons and 3 chaplains. 5 mana 2/7? Is that crazy? I kind of want to play that over Combat Courier. 5 mana 2/7 that allows. It's got a big butt. You know what? Let's try it. Let's cut the flow of knowledge and try that out. We could play some of these. I don't think we are. Oh, there's an escape. That's probably worth playing. Do I have enough soldiers for this? I actually don't have many soldiers. Even though white-blue is the soldier deck, I surprisingly have very few. I mean, it is a 3/4 flyer for 5, but... Okay, this looks fun. This looks kind of fun. I think I'm okay to cut the Air Marshal. That card's pretty weak in our deck. And then I'll probably just end up cutting the Cavalry too. I'm down to try this Behemoth. Oh, maybe the Fortified Beach. Oh, no, I guess this is still fixing. I was going to say, maybe it's not worth running the Fortified Beach, but it's not because we have a lot of soldiers we're playing that. Okay. I mean, I guess with this much self-mill, the Lauren should probably make the deck as well. Maybe the escape's not worth it at the end of the day. Let's try this. This is kind of like an Uber mill into trying to hit the portal deck, and I like it. I like it a lot. We'll go ahead and run 1 dig site and then get access to what? 15 lands, so 8/7 looks okay. Run a few more planes for the chaplain hits. Sure, fun stuff. Let's submit this, and we'll go to round 1 of this Brothers War draft with our blue-white self-mill and not soldiers with portal. Go, go. Okay, here we are for round 1 of this Brothers War draft. How do we look? That is a very, very slow hand. Well, I'm going to keep this on the play game 1 versus unknown, but this is not a hand that instills a bunch of confidence, I will say that. I think you're probably supposed to mulligan in most scenarios. It's just, I don't have anything to do. But I've got faith in the draw step. I've got 4 lands. I will give it a shot. Let's lead off with our fortified beachfront, or beachhead, whatever it's called. Okay, well... Found a long-term game plan, so I guess like Stern Lesson is probably our best draw off the top. The classic red-black. Okay. Maybe with a couple of filler cards, though. Well, the question remains, will we get to 9 mana, or will we just die? What you got, friend? Gurgling Anointer. Okay, those aren't common cards in the red-black archetype. Oof. Okay, well, we drew a 9-drop and a few lands here, so definitely not the cards we were hoping for, but I mean, opponents just played a bunch of 1/3s, which is not too problematic yet. And next turn we can flash in the rock and try to eat the Gurgling Anointer. Become a cool scrapsmith, okay. They milled 2 swamps and a rager. They might just leave the rager in the graveyard. Oh, no, they didn't. They did miss a land drop, however. The opponent has to be wondering what the hell I'm doing over here. I'm kind of wondering that myself. Okay. Well, it looks like the rock's going to eat a creature here, so that's good. Get to flash in the rock, eat the anointer. I will take 6, fall to 11, but that's not too bad. And the opponent's still missing land drops. So let's just play out the behemoth here. And say go. With behemoth, if we see any lands on top, we just immediately surveil them into the graveyard. I mean, we're at 7 mana right here towards the portal, so we're actually getting pretty close. Oh, there's the repair and recharge. Do we want to keep that? It's kind of funny. I guess not, but we will keep the deadly. Okay, Stern Lesson is fantastic. Oh, you know what? I should have main phased the Stern Lesson there. Discarded the land and then played the land. That was a slight mistake. Whoopsies. So we're hoping they don't have a Deadly Caress this turn, or whatever, Gix's Caress this turn. The Might Stone and Weak Stone, okay. So I guess they're going to kill my rock and equip the Might Stone. But this is okay, because we'll be able to kill one of their creatures on this combat step, and then we're portaling to Phyrexia and wiping the rest of their board. So. Oh, they're only attacking with that. Well, I guess I lied. Oh no, I didn't draw a land, but we're gonna get a... whatchamacallit, so it's not too bad. I think we want to keep the life gain there. I guess I'm gonna discard the Chaplain. And then we want to hold up Mind over Matter since we have an artifact creature to trigger it. And this is from any graveyard, right? So enters the battlefield, each opponent sacks 3 creatures. And then at beginning of your upkeep, put target creature from any graveyard onto the battlefield in your control. I don't want to attack though because they do have the Unearth ability. But I have to be a little bit careful with my life total here, as 8 is not too high, and I will be taking 2 damage from the Forge Chanter most likely this turn. You know what I could have done? I could have kept the Repair and Recharge and then planned on animating my portal to Phyrexia. Oh wait, I can bounce my portal. What am I talking about? Oh, that's pretty spicy, too. Well, let's see what they do first. Because they still have 4 cards in their hand, and they were missing lands, right? So... uh-oh, this looks big. Mishra's Command to give their creature... oh my gosh. Well, I guess we just machine over Matter and bounce that now, but that's kind of awkward. So I'm going to go down to 6. Sure. Yeah. Another thing I could have technically done is bounce the wings, block, and then deadly it afterwards, but this seems pretty good. All right, what creature do we want to eat here? They milled a Juggernaut too. Oh, I probably have to get that, don't I? Yeah, I need to get the Juggernaut so that they cannot unearth it next turn. And then let's go animation here. That's pretty good. We can mutt, discard the land, play the land from our graveyard if we want to. Oh, but I guess dig site's technically better. All right, and smack in. So 6 life, not the greatest life total, but we are very far ahead here, all things considered. We can grab our rock for a flyer next turn, or we can take their anointer. So they have the Dwarven dude in their hand and then 4 unknowns. But yeah, not too shabs. We also have lethal technically presented. And in a pinch, I can use the deadly in our hand to gain 2 life, like using it on one of my own creatures or whatever, you know? It's too bad I didn't get to bounce the portal. That would have been sweet. Emergency weld their Swift Spear. Uh-oh. So they're going to go for the Flying Haster here. Equipping it with the wings would be my guess. But they would need to cast 2 non-creature spells for me not to be able to just deadly it off. And we know one of the cards in their hand is the Dwarf, so that makes it a bit less likely unless they have 2 Exactlies. That would be rather unfortunate. Okay, well now they only have 2 mana available, so that makes that far less likely. Oh, they didn't even attack. Oh, interesting. Alright, surveil that into the graveyard. Let's go ahead and... what do we want to steal now? It has to be a flyer. Yeah, let's just grab our 3/3 flyer here. It's the safest thing to do. And then we'll upkeep. Dig. Put another land in the graveyard. Ooh, good, and we drew another flyer. Fantastic. Okay. So let's attack with these 2. Play out a secondary flyer. Let's see, bottom, and then, yeah. Still holding up deadly. So 2 flyers, removal spell, 6 life. Presumably we look good here. Again, I did keep a little rather sketchy hand, but fortunately for us, they weren't super aggressive and couldn't punish us. This is a good thing to know about, though. Because that can deal a lot of damage out of nowhere. Uh-oh, okay. What do we got? Okay, just unearth the Rager, that's fine. I'm trying to think of what could get us here, like a sibling rivalry to take one of my flyers. Oh, they only have one flyer themselves. Did I say they had 2 flyers? They only have 1 flyer. It's just the Aeronaut's wings. Oh wait, is that a different Rager? Did they have 2 in their graveyard I wasn't paying attention to? Or was that a bug? I didn't think they had 2. Well, in any case. Alright, they're going to combat. And we will definitely make sure we make blocks everywhere. So 3-3 on 2-2, 2-2 on this. I don't mind trading. Alright. So maybe they have like the +2/+0 first strike trample trick, but then we can deadly in response. Because they're going to put it on their Swift Spear, if anything. Although I guess they could put it on their Rager because of the lack of toughness here. So maybe I should have swapped the Mutt with the... Yeah, I probably should have swapped the Mutt with the Spotter Thopter on their 2-2. Oh, what are they going to do here? What do you have, friend? What do you have? Alright, apparently they have nothing because they scooped it up. Whew, saved. Hell of a card, that Portal to Phyrexian. Let's see if we can do something like that again. So red-black, more aggressive leaning. Lauren's Escape could be okay for some protection here. What else? Maybe take out the Mightstone's animation. Maybe we're going to play like this Union card. I don't think this is very good, but gain some life, draw a card versus the more aggressive deck. Kind of down to try that. Submit that and go to game number 2. And how do we look? Yeah, this is a good hand on the draw. Just need to find 1 land and we can start doing some other stuff. And there's the 1 land. Okay. Ooh, that's one of the best 2-drops you can have in the format. 2/2 Menace, make a Power Stone. Oh, there's the Strong Bull too. Yeah, okay, well, this curve is a lot scarier than their previous. Is Stern Lesson good here? The biggest problem is, and I think Stern Lesson is the best play, even if I played out one of my 3-drops, they don't even block. Like, this has Menace, and this could just grow. Plus, I mean, I would be playing out a 2/2 max since I couldn't play out the Warlord, so I think we're going to go Stern Lesson here into playing the Warlord's Elite. Okay. Land, Goblin, and a Thraxodemon. What else do you have? Sheesh. Jeez. Okay. Wow. Yeah, this is not good. And we drew another couple lands. Yeah. Gonna call this one a loss already. But you never know. Oh, they just have the Might Stone again. So I'm taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minimum. Yeah, we don't actually have any recourse to this, so pretty easy GG's. I'll give it one draw step, but I mean, I don't think there's anything we can do here. Oh, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 when they equip the wings, like 9, 10. Yeah, this is pretty over. Okay, I'm not even going to show them any more information. No reason to. That was a nice, quick game 2 in their favor. And all we can do is look at our sideboard and just be on the play for game 3. All right, game 3, round 1. We'll be on the play here. And that is a fantastic hand. All right, so gonna go turn 2 Mutt, discard Spotter Thopter or something, because then Lauren can immediately bring back the artifact, so good value. They have their turn 1 Swifty. Good news is we have somewhat of a... Oh, that's a good draw too, actually. Actually, maybe that's even better. Let's lead with Falagi, Archaeologist. Outmilled 3 lands. Okay. Well, I kind of wanted to draw lands there, but I mean, a 1/4 is a very good blocker early on for the most part. Sweet. Yeah, we just need to find some more lands, so hopefully Chaplin can find us planes here. Excuse me, a planes here. Wow, it actually found 2 planes. Well, all that means is the Perennial Behemoth is going to be very good. I guess the game plan is going to be going Thopter into hopefully scrying a land on top. Oh, jeez. Bolt to kill my 1/4. What is this draw? 2 Swift Spears and a Stone Seeker and then a removal spell on turn 3? Come on. Alright, well, let's scry some lands, hopefully. There goes the portal. Obviously can't keep that. The cohort for 2 creatures is tempting, though. But I think we have enough action in our hand that we just want to find land so that we can hit the behemoth. I mean, if they just have another removal spell this turn, nothing you can do about that kind of draw. I mean, the Swift Spears do fall off very quickly if they don't have much here. Well, they have their Mishra's Command again. Man, what's it like? Sheesh. Yeah, their draw's insane. Okay. Alright, I'm at 4. Well, if they have another big card, we just can never win, but I guess my best bet is just playing out a 4/4 here. Sheesh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, their hand was, I mean, I have to assume that was basically the nut draw for them. How are you going to beat that? Usually Swift Spears fall off really quickly, but then they just had removal, removal, removal. Okay. Good beats. Hey. Got smashed. Good draw. GG. Here we are for round number 2 after getting brutalized by crazy, crazy draw in round 1. We will have to mulligan that hand. Yikes. And that is not a happy looking 6, but it is going to be a keep. So we'll pitch a plains here and hope we can draw something to do before turn 4. Oh no, we're playing against another aggressive deck though. Well, there's something to do before turn 4 at the very least. Green-white. Hopefully they don't have the dissident. Nothing. I like nothing. I also like drawing a 2-drop there. Fantastic. Let's see. Do we want to return Curate or Deadly to our hand? I don't think so. I think we want this as a 1/4 so that they can't just free roll attacks into it. And there are a ton of 3-power creatures that they can have here this turn, so. Alright. Nothing. Start playing our flyers. Milled Rock, Recommission, and a Stern Lesson, so no land hit, but we automatically get a 1/1 counter on our flyer then. Yojin Medic. Huh. Well, it seems like we're doing pretty well this game. There's Island for Metamorphs. Let's attack for 2 and then play Spotter Thopter out and get a another flyer that's going to scry us 2. And then we might even just metamorph the Thopter as a 3/3 scry 3. Yeah, pretty easy double bottom there. Nice. What was that? Oh, disenchant my flyer, sure. They don't have a good attack, though. I mean, they can gain 1 life with the medic, but the frontliner can't get in. Otherwise, I just eat it. I guess maybe we can hold off on the metamorph for a turn or 2. Just play out another chaplain. I guess I shouldn't have played my land first, but not a big deal. What do we mill? We milled a plains and a wing commando. Do we want either of those? Feels like we just want another 2/2 flyer. Oh, and we milled a Lauren. Okay. Epic Confrontation to kill one of my chaplains and gain 2 life. Yeah, this is annoying, but it's not like they're really doing anything, so. Aha. Now we do want to draw those lands, don't we? So let's prototype the metamorph. Copy our chaplain. And we will take a plains. Oh, there goes our perennial behemoth. Too bad. We do still have that bring a card back from your graveyard, though. Ooh, man, in the trenches from them. That is a scary one. Urza's Command. That's going to be pretty good. That will give us a Power Stone towards Portal, plus give us a Scry and a draw. And I think we just do that now, so that if we hit a land, we can play the land, you know? Machine over matter. No, we don't want that. All right, one more land, and we have Portal, which I assume will just win the game. Oh, I guess I let them attack with their frontliner this turn, didn't I? Dude, how much life have they gained off of that thing? Quite a bit, actually. Does this exile... Oh, this exiles non-lands, so they could actually exile the Portal, too. But, I mean, if we find a land next turn, we're just slamming it and wiping their board. Did not find it, sadly. Though maybe that's for the best. Because now they might eat one of my flyers here instead, which I think we'd be okay with. Or they could even eat the cohort. And that would... Remember, you can only activate this once. So that would eat up their entire turn. Plus, they wouldn't be able to do it again. What is this? Okay. I think we're very happy if they use a trick here. Oh, that's fine too. Another frontliner? What? All right. Sack all of them. Sack all of them and shake my hand. Okay. Green-white aggro this time. Looks a lot less scary than our previous opponent, although, I mean, our previous opponent just hit the nutties. I do want to get a repair and recharge on Portal Phyrexian one time, just in early play. But yeah, let's submit it back. We're casting Portal pretty frequently, at least. And by that I mean, what, twice? Very, very easy keep. It does look land-heavy, but Mutt filters us at least one of our lands out, and then the Chaplain can look for a creature that costs 3 or less. Mutt is so good. Just does everything. They have another soldier. What's it called? Frontliner? Okay. That's going to be a good little removal spell early as well. I do think you need to have something early in this format. Like, you need to have a play to the board by turn, like, 3. Or a removal spell. Otherwise, like, this type of thing can happen where you just get rolled. I think I just like playing the Mud out instead of killing their creature. And if they block, I'll trade. Sure. So they'll get to draw a card. I'll take 2 trample, but they only have 3 cards left after that trigger resolves. What do we mill? Warlord's Elite, Philology Archaeologist. I think I like taking the Archaeologist here and digging for our Portal. Then if we really want to, we can like metamorph the Archaeologist too. I guess the dream would be to Philology Archaeologist the repair and recharge plus the portal. Yeah, I don't mind taking 3. I'm at 12. That's it? Okay, love it. Stern Lesson also good here. I guess we'll go with Stern Lesson first. Yeah, opponent's not doing anything, so I'm in no rush here. Pass, interesting. Okay. That is a lot of lands, holy crap. There's the portal. Hello, we'll take that one. And we milled our scrapwork cohort too, so that was good. Yeah, let's just, I guess, get the cohort unearthed while they have nothing going on. Man, how sick would it be to portal and then copy portal? Although presumably they would just concede after the first. Yeah, all right. I mean, they had nothing going on, so bad draws for them, and we were just doing our thing. Okay, let's go to round 3 and see if we can portal some more people. Okay, on to the third and final round. We'll be on the play. How do we look? Almost good. Yeah, can't keep that one, sadly. We'll have to go down to 6. And that is a much better looking 6. I'm going to pitch the... I guess I'm going to pitch the cheap removal spell here since we're on the play. We need to keep the Curate to find our third land, but then we'll just go flyer, flyer, flyer. Turn 1 Lantern, sure. Another red-black. Alrighty. Ooh, let's actually keep both of those, I guess. Recommission's pretty good with our Chaplain, plus we have 2 3-drops in our hand anyways. What do we mill? Oh, we milled 2 Stern Lessons. Boo. That's not what I wanted to see. I will trade here. I do kind of have to wait for them to sack the Lantern, though. Otherwise, if I go for the recommission, they can exile it. Although, maybe that's not so bad. Gigamole, milled Strongbowl. Two Strongbowls. And they did grab one of them back. Okay. I mean, we're fine to just sit back and find our portal, I guess. I will attempt to block your 2-3 with my 3-3. Success. And they have a Mishra, okay. Let's attack in the air, play our Wing Commando, and just start surveilling, I guess. How much mana do we have? 3, 6, 7? Well, they didn't do anything to save their Gigamole, but maybe that doesn't mean anything. I'm okay double blocking here and just asking the question, what do you have? Could also put the 1/1 in front of the conscripts. Oh, they probably have like an emergency weld. They do have a Strongbow we know about, sure. And another infantry, all right. That's interesting. But I don't think we want that. Animation's not bad here. Could allow us to race if we wanted to. Animate my Power Stone and attack. Doesn't seem awful. Yeah, okay. I mean, this is the only good turn we are going to be able to animate it. And if I draw land, I'll go ahead and go for the Unearth. If I go for this, they can sack it in response. And there goes my graveyard. Yep, that's fine. Nice. That's great for us. Alright, and we just keep attacking in the air is the plan. I'll go ahead and not recommission. I'll go ahead and surveil on upkeep. Maybe hit something that we can recommission back. Chaplain's great. What do we hit? Another Chaplain and Behemoth. Let's take Chaplain number 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have lethal next turn. All right, that will work. So another red-black aggro deck here. Again, I don't really have that many early plays that I can bring in. Really, I just want to cast Portal to Phyrexian again. Like, is bringing in Union of the Third Path actually good? Probably not. I think we just run it back, say, no sideboard. Let's do what we can do. Okay, on to game number 2 here of the final round. No creatures, but a pretty solid looking hand. Just all interaction or card draw. Ah, man, the desk's so good. And they're going to pop it immediately and find 2 mountains. Nice. And a drum. Okay, I dig it. Ooh, ramp to Behemoth with lands in the graveyard from Stern Lesson and Curate would be nice. Another desk. Wow, very good. Let's go ahead and deadly their creature then. Get rid of their mana production and another one of their stones. And then we just pass, go for Stern Lesson. Diabolic Intent and Strong Bull. So they bricked on land. Oh, and they just conceded. Well, that's kind of lame, but our hand was very, very good. Like, we were about to do a ton of good stuff, right? We were going to end of turn Stern Lesson, probably go for Behemoth with some land graveyard value, and then eventually, like, we just dig. So, okay. Fun little 2-1. Take a peek at the deck again. We lost round 1 to that nut draw in game 3, but I think this was a pretty good deck. Like, this was just Uber Flyers plus self-mill until we find Portal. And I'm sad we didn't get to repair and recharge the Portal or copy the Portal with Metamorph, but we did get to cast a few times, and oh man, is that card fantastic. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back next week. Bye-bye.